Alrighty, West. So, I got the printer set up in the enclosement that I will be sending you. I got the filament on the spool. It goes through here, turns blue whenever there's filament in it. Here's the light switch, by the way. And then, in order to put filament in it, let's see if I can do this. You just push this button over to the side and go like that. Just like that. Easy peasy. So there's a little screen. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but we have to level this now that I've taken it apart. I've already done it. Usually you just use a standard piece of paper. You go to settings, leveling, auxiliary level, and it'll go through its automatic self-leveling. All that good stuff. So, and that is the self-leveler right there. Okay, so now that it's done that, it's gonna do it one more time. I did auxiliary level, and basically you just put this under there, and the nozzle, you should just feel slight resistance under the nozzle. If you have to go down, there's a down button. Up, there's an up button. So with this, there is 5 points. Kind of just go around. Once you get the center about where you need it by the up and down, you're then gonna adjust these knobs, depending if you want up or down. And basically, like I said, this one's a little tight. The paper does go underneath it, but it's a little tight. It's finicky. You gotta just get it semi-close, and then this, you go to auto level, and it will do its thing and go across this. Takes a little bit. It'll go across depending on how many sections it's divided in. I don't remember what the factory is divided in, but there's a percentage to tell you how much time is left. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. I do have it hooked to my computer through this USB-C. You do not have to do that if you don't want to. You can just do it by this, but it's much easier to do everything on a computer, laptop, whatever. Yeah. So that's that. I will show you what the software looks like. This is the software. So, what was that? I just recently downloaded this because I don't use this one. I use a different software, but I don't know if my software will really work with yours. So I just did Creality Ender S1 Pro. It's actually ender-3. And then you can go here. And it's usually this. It's the Creality print. It's a new software. I haven't really used it, but it's quite similar to what I use in most other ones. Once you go through, you'll have to pick your printer. There'll be a screen that looks like this. It is the Ender series. You can also search up here, but Ender series. Creality ender-3 S1 Pro. It's already clicked because that's what I wanted, and then confirm. And then just, yeah. I already got this. This is a Benchy. This is what I'll use to test print. I have it as red just to make it easy to see, but it will be in black because that is what I have in there. It will take some getting used to doing this. This is just an online model. There's online models. You can kind of search for what you want. I wanted the Benchy to try it out, but you literally just search what you want, and it has a bunch of stuff in here. But yeah, so you will go to, let's just do it, original Benchy, download and open. And basically it starts from here. It'll do this. Boom. This is what it looks like. This will be the first screen. I have a different, this certain one, this is the color. Doesn't really matter, I mean, unless you want to match the color. And then I I don't. Filament I have in here is not in here, but it is a PLA, which is the most basic filament you can use. So that's probably what you'll be starting with. Yeah. Other than that, I haven't really messed with anything else. Slice plate. This wants me to do a thing here. I do not want that though. I do not want... Oh geez, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I do not want advanced. Probably gotta go to advanced. I don't want those. This should be able to print without supports, which is what that tree like is. I will have to find it. Support. Support. Oh, there it is. Enable support. All right, then I got to reslice. Sorry about that. But this is pretty neat. So basically, oh, look at that. There's something on the bottom. Right now I'm just moving this with my mouse. I do have a special mouse to make it easy for all this. So you probably do not, but you can at least see if you like this before you go crazy. Basically, this is how it works. It's going to show you the first layer, and it just tells you how many layers, and that's kind of what the nozzle will do. All the way up to 187 layers. There's many different things, like this is the infill. You can change the infill. I do not really like this. It's not my cup of tea. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, so that's the gist of it. And then with this, if it's connected to the computer, I literally just do send print. Let's try it out. Single plate, my device. Oh, I got no printer added. I gotta add a printer. Oh, yeah, there it is. Sorry. Apparently I didn't click the printer. All right, so back to it. Send. Interesting. Well, I will figure out what is going on, because like I said, I haven't used this one before, but we will figure it out. I might have to set it up some other how. I will get back to you on that one, but there you go. Alrighty, West. So, I gave up on that. I couldn't figure it out, how it works. It's a new version. I'm sure the old version works, but I can't figure out how you can download the new version. Not buy it, it's free. But so I have given up on that. So I'm going to try and use this, which is called Bamboo Studios. So you just search for Bamboo Studios. It looks like that. Same basic thing, Benchy, download, open, all that good stuff. It automatically found my Creality ender-3 S1 Pro, and then so I did that. Generic PLA. Same basic thing. Don't really know what all these squares are around here, but it looks like stuff part of the file, but it don't matter. I sliced it. This is what it will look like. size-wise. It's a little different than the other one, but you kind of see this, and then this is like that actual page of everything happening. But same basic thing. You can see all that. I'm gonna leave everything the same. Don't really want to mess with anything. I'm just gonna see what happens. We'll see. Let's see. I'm gonna export G-code file. Oh, that's gonna make me do it that way. I see. It is not a Wi-Fi. Yeah, they're gonna make me do it this way too. We will find another way. Basically, it's gonna make me do it the old school way, which is this way. I'm gonna back up out of this. Boom. This SD card. We're gonna put it in a USB reader. I'm gonna put it on my computer. Right there. Sorry. Let's go ahead and format this SD because I was doing other things on it. Format complete. Boom. Export. So this is why my 3D printer is a wee bit more. It is a way easier to work with. But yeah, so I exported it. We are going to eject it. We are gonna get it in here. It goes, if I recollect, like this. Yep, that's correct. Alright, let's see here. Benchy. Benchy. So I do believe that is everything we need to do. And then go. It should start warming up after it does all this. This is your temperature for your nozzle. That's why it looks like a nozzle. You got 150 degrees Celsius, extremely hot, BTW, which is that guy. Please do not ever touch that guy or that guy. It's really hot. This is the bed plate, I do believe. Yeah. Which is this guy. It gets warm, but it's not as bad as that, which is extremely hot. This is the speed. All this compensation, which I did compensate it a little bit. I need to save it. But it will do a quick generic self-leveling. But once it gets up to those temperatures, like now it's going to go up to 220 degrees Celsius, which will burn your hand like crazy. Yeah. And this gets warmed usually pretty quickly. It'll get up to the 60 degrees Celsius. And then look at that, I already got this. This is one thing. As it heats up, it expands. My printer will actually do that over a box and then cut it off so that you don't have things like that. This is a good printer to get started with, so here you go. So we're almost up to the nozzle temperature, and we're almost to the bed temperature, which has definitely heated up. Normally, like I said, you put a little glue on there, run it across. especially wherever you're doing it or the whole thing. Periodically, you should clean it up if it gets messy with soap and water. But I should got to take it off. And normally you'll print with the door closed, but to make this easy to show you, the door is currently open. So you should be printing something on the side, but I'm not quite sure it did finally. Yeah, just a little bit. And it'll show a percentage of it done, and I do believe that's the time of about 20 minutes. Like I said, the first layer is the most important layer. If you don't get that, you're usually in trouble. I don't really like the first layer already. Yep, nope, I don't think we're gonna do it. I'm gonna pause it. Yep, see, I don't like that first layer. So, with that, I'm gonna cancel, and it looks like it is too tight. So we're gonna go to settings, leveling. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Just gonna level on that guy. Oh, I can get up. I have a bed scraper here. Yeah, I was gonna give you one. This guy. This is just a 3D printed bed scraper. Makes it easy. You can just print new tools all the time. Get that thing out of my face. There it is. Alright, let's try that again. I raised it just a little bit. So I'm going to go back to print, 3D print benchy, 3D print benchy, and then I got to do go. And it will go and do its stuff all over again. Yeah, it was really thin. Like I said, it takes a little bit. Once you get it in, though, it lasts a pretty good while. As to not getting out of whack again. Oh yeah, that's the adjustability for this to go across, like this belt. But yeah, so it's gonna heat up again. It's gonna heat up to 150, and then it'll go up to the real temperature. We'll try it out again. It'll be interesting to try and slice these videos. Never done that. I wish I could mount this, which I think I can. Go like this. Like this. I 3D printed this armature too, which is pretty neat. All these things that you can 3D print to hold this GoPro. You can pretty much do that. If you can think it, usually you can make it. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna have to take the arm a little bit because it's sagging. Great. Let's see how this goes. A little bit better looking. Alright, we will see how this goes. I will be back in a while. Hopefully only 20 minutes.